All right, a follow-up on the email here, because she was about to shoot her shot with a coworker. She thought there was a connection going on, but everybody in the office was like, you can go ahead and do that, but you're going to get shot down because we're pretty sure the dude is gay.
Yeah, our Bert Show listener, Bianca, likes this coworker at work, and she knows there's a vibe between them because he makes her coffee every morning while they chat in the break room, and he makes it the way she likes it, which obviously is kind of a super intimate thing to know someone's coffee order. But like, we're laughing, but if you really think about it, knowing a coworker and they make your coffee with like the honey instead of the sugar, just the way you like it, that's kind of giving you vibes, right? Yeah. So she wanted to ask him out, but all the other coworkers say he's gay, but they have no proof. No proof of a boyfriend. He's never said it, anything like that. So she went into the break room and flirted with him a little more than usual. And her version of flirting was she smiled more than she usually does, and her hand touched his hand, and he didn't seem to be grossed out.
Do you guys have friends that everybody assumes are gay and they're not really gay? Or the first time you met them, you thought they were gay and were kind of like surprised after hanging out 3 or 4 times that they weren't?
I have a friend like that.
I do, and I made a big mistake too. So it was my friend, and we were talking, and he's like, so I met someone, and I was like, oh my God, what's his name? And he goes, him? I was like, her. Wow, I'm so sorry. Like, I literally just assumed everything about him, and I was like so happy for him. And we haven't talked for a long time since I said that.
One of my business partners now, one of my best friends, Chris, I just assumed the first 3 or 4 times we ever hung out, he was gay. And when he told me he had a family and he had a wife, I'm like, nah. And he's like, yeah, I get that a lot, man. Anyway, so maybe this is the dude in the office that's like that, because the coworkers are assuming it, and it's probably not true.
Maybe. So she asked him out. They hadn't gone out yet last time we talked to her, but she doesn't know how to find out if he is gay. So we suggested that she ask about past relationships, but here's the thing, even if he mentions a guy, he could be bi, and so that doesn't really answer that question. Tommy suggested she look at his drink order and see if he orders any pride drinks.
Like, what the hell is a pride drink? So you want to redact
It was like a Red Bull and vodka, like completely standard.
I said yesterday I consider myself an ally, and I didn't want to come off as stereotypical, but I looked it up on the intranets, and I looked for gay drinks. And pride drinks came up and listed off apple and anything with cranberry in it.
Gay people don't have different taste buds from straight people. We like the same drinks. No, but it was a good idea. And then Kristen suggested that she played the hookup game. So that was like, you sit down and you go, okay, who here at this bar would you hook up with, and see if he said a guy. But again, I think that friend zones him, because I wouldn't talk about other people I want to hook up if I'm on a date.
Right.
And then again, he could still be bi. So that's kind of where we left it, trying to figure out how to find out if this dude is gay or not.
So she did indeed, I believe, shoot her shot, and Mo's got the email.
Hey, Bert Show. We did end up meeting up on Monday night. I was way more nervous than I thought I would be. Even though we were meeting up right after work, I did find time to run home to change and quote-unquote dress up a bit more. Now, I'm so embarrassed that I did, because as soon as I walked into the restaurant bar, I immediately found out if it was a date. Spoiler alert, it definitely was not. He was already sitting at the bar with someone else. And as I got closer, I saw that he had his hand on the other guy's back and was affectionately rubbing it.
Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, it's not total proof, but we're on our way.
How many of your guy friends' backs have you affectionately rubbed at a bar?
Huh?
None.
Exactly.
That
don't happen. That doesn't happen.
Yeah. Even if like their grandmother passed away.
Yeah.
I'm not rubbing their back.
No. Little nice little hug around the neck.
Yes.
My heart sank a little bit, but I tried to play it cool and introduce myself to this other person. I ended up sticking around for about an hour, and I had one drink. We talked about work, our hobbies, etc. As nice as they were, I kind of felt like a third wheel, and that they were waiting for our coworker drink time to be over so they could get a table and start their date night. So I finished my drink, paid for the entire tab, and left them to enjoy the evening. I'm not disappointed as much as I am embarrassed. However, I do think it was really brave of me to ask him out in the first place.
Yeah, and I don't think she has anything to be embarrassed about at all.
I don't.
I mean, I think assuming that somebody is not gay doesn't make it an embarrassing situation.
I'm annoyed at her coworker for bringing somebody else along. I would be so annoyed, even if it wasn't a date. Like, you and I are getting drinks. If you're going to bring someone else, I need a heads up.
Right.
I'm with you on that
You
one.
can't just bring someone in and then wait for me to leave so that you can go get your table. I'm not an afterthought.
It's the Bert Show.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched? Well, you can get way more of The Bert Show on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your favorite podcast.